world champions, the best tricks, and just community. It's all at the Bentonville Bike Fest, which kicks off this week.
Yeah, it brings a lot of people to the area. 5 News reporter Claire Everbach joins us now with a look. Good morning, Claire.
Good morning, Lauren. Joe, this year, the Bike Fest has a lineup of both competition and community activities. The event is now in its 6th year. One of the biggest new attractions this year is the Red Bull Double Down event, where riders will descend from 2 34-foot towers and perform a trick in mid-air. After several days of rain across northwest Arkansas, festival organizers say they have taken steps to prepare the grounds for potential wet conditions this weekend. They've added asphalt to the courses and made sure that guests will have access to walkways throughout the venue. CEO Kenny Belay says regardless of the weather this weekend, the festival will go on.
Most of the work has already been done. So we're just going to be ready for people to come to the festival no matter what, rain or shine. Keep it safe for everybody is our main top priority.
Organizers say more than 140 exhibitors and over 1,000 athletes from across the globe are expected to attend. The expo will open early afternoon each day and run until dusk, while races begin in the early morning. Claire Everbach, 5 News.
All right, thanks for that, Claire. 6:33 now. Fayetteville City Council members are considering an ordinance that would add new regulations for future data centers.
Yeah, it would add an extra level of review by the Planning Commission before a project could move forward. It would also require developers to provide information on things like water use and electricity demand. Council members said they'd like to see more specific language of enforcement and fire safety requirements. One city council member said one of his biggest concerns is the lasting impact that larger data centers can have on city resources.
Washington Regional or City of Fayetteville, they both have data centers. That's not what we're looking at. We're looking at the standalone large complexes. They're a huge drain of city water, electrical grid. It's a real impact to that.
No action was taken on Tuesday night, but the council could vote on the proposal as early as next week. No members could also continue reviewing the ordinance before taking action.
Well, Casey Jennings' capital murder trial will begin today in Fayetteville. You remember he's accused of murdering then-girlfriend Allison Castro. The trial was delayed in February after a judge ruled Jennings could not represent himself. Jury selection will begin in just a few hours, and we'll have any updates today at 5newsonline.com. Also, the man accused of killing a LaFleur County deputy and injuring the Worcester police chief is expected to be in court today. Edgar Lara is accused of shooting and killing Deputy Walker LeMay. This was during a standoff in Worcester, Oklahoma in April. We've been following this case from the beginning. We will through the end as well. We'll have those updates here on 5 News as well. In other news, the U.S. and Iran launching more strikes overnight.
The Pentagon says its strikes were in reaction to the downing of a helicopter on Monday. Jared Hill has more.
A U.S. official says the military hit 20 Iranian targets overnight in what they described as self-defense against Iranian air defense, ground control, and surveillance radar sites near the Strait of Hormuz.
Iran struck U.S. assets and personnel. We can't allow that.
The Pentagon says the strikes were in retaliation for Iran downing a U.S. Army Apache helicopter, though sources tell CBS News it's not clear if the move was intentional. The 2 pilots survived, rescued by an unmanned drone boat like this one, a first-of-its-kind operation for the U.S.
The pilots are fine, yeah.
Also overnight, Jordan says it intercepted 5 Iranian missiles that were heading toward an American military base there. Iran state media reported that its Navy fired missiles at U.S. military assets in Bahrain and Kuwait as well. On social media, Iran's foreign minister warned that Iranian forces, quote, will leave no attack or threat unanswered.
It is a reminder that the Strait of Hormuz is still an active combat area and that Iran still has ballistic missiles and drones that they are willing and able to use.
Despite the latest attacks, Vice President J.D. Vance told CBS News Sunday morning that the 2 countries are close to a peace agreement.
We are in a position to get a deal that is good for the United States economically and that really does deal with the Iranian nuclear program.
Amid the optimism, the vice president says that deal could still be weeks or months away. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The two service members that went down spent 2 hours in waters off the coast of Oman before the drone boat picked them up. They were later hoisted to safety by a helicopter. Both are said to be in stable condition. Well, two federal court rulings this week have thrown the use of nitrogen gas to execute death row inmates in doubt.
Yeah, an appeals court panel said that the method causes unnecessary suffering. The district court judge hearing the case of Jeffrey Lee in Alabama called it cruel and unusual punishment. Now, Lee has been on death row for his role in a 1998 double murder. He's scheduled to be executed tomorrow. The judge did say Lee could be executed by another method. It's not clear, though, if the state plans to appeal. Now, the state of Alabama has carried out 7 nitrogen executions since 2024. Louisiana conducted its first back in March. Arkansas lawmakers put the method on the books last year, but the governor has shown no interest in putting it in use as of yet.